Hi guys, so and welcome back to the channel. George here, and in today's video we're going to have a look at the Heimdallr SKX007 Homage. Now this is a follow-up video to my unboxing video that I posted on my channel about 2.5 to 3 weeks ago. I'll put a link in there for you guys to check that out, and if you haven't, go for it. And like I said, I wanted to get this watch because I've never owned a Seiko SKX before, and I just wanted to get the next best thing. And the reason why I actually haven't bought one just yet is just because I know it's an iconic watch, but I just didn't feel like spending $300+ on a watch that doesn't hack or hand wind with a Heimdallr crystal, considering that you can get this right now, especially how easy it is to mod the SKX. Now let's jump into the box and see what we have here. And well, as usual, we're going to go through measurements, specifications. We're going to talk a little bit about the watch as we're going along, and at the end I'll put it on the wrist and I will show you guys, and I'll tell you guys if I do recommend it or not. So let's open the box. Actually, let's open the standard box that they usually send all their watches in. So again, nothing changed so far. We're not here about the packaging, and you get the beautiful Sharky there. Let's put that aside for 1 second. In the box you get the handwritten warranty card that they usually send with all their watches. So again, fair play to them, handwriting, and all the this is my, by the way, this is my 5th watch from them. So in case you didn't notice, I'm a bit of a fanatic. So all the watches that I got from them come with a handwritten tag, warranty card, and you get 2 years warranty. It's always a nice touch. So fair play to them. And you have the spare links, because I had to take quite a few links out. So let's just put that aside. And before we start, I asked Heimdallr to send me a strap with the Sharky, and they asked what color would you like, and I said gray, and they sent in this gray and blue strap, which is a nice touch. NATO strap. It's not the best, but at the same time it's not the worst. Sorry about the wobble there. It's not the worst. And yeah, like the rings and the buckle, so they're all nicely brushed finished, so they do match the top of the lugs on the case. So very nice. I haven't put it on the NATO strap yet. I just you wore the watch on the Jubilee. Just wanted to get a feel on how the watch works. So yeah, let's just start and have a look at this guy and see. So you're getting measurement specifications. Let's start with the case. So you're getting a 31L stainless steel case. You're getting a diameter of 42 millimeters. You're getting a lug width of 22 millimeters. You're getting a thickness of 13 millimeters. Let's just put that aside. 13 millimeters. And from lug to lug, from here to here, you get 46 millimeters. Now the SKX was notoriously known by from the short distance between the lugs. People with small wrists could actually pull this off. I have a 6.3-inch wrist. Big? No, it's not big by any standards, and I felt this didn't feel super big on my wrist, and yeah, I could actually pull it off, and it felt very, very comfortable. But one thing is that on this 5-link Jubilee, it does, like, the end links stick out a tiny bit. So with my calipers, I measured 48.8 or something, so close to 49, let's say. So still, I didn't think it was an issue while I was wearing this for the last 2.5 weeks. So yeah. Now have a look at the case, on the finish on the case. So you have polished finish on the side with brushed on the tops on both sides. At the 4 o'clock position, you have the screw down crown with the crown guards, and also nice transition between the side to the top of the logs there. So nicely polished here. And also the thing that I've noticed recently with Heimdallr, they have listened to the complaints that people had about the finishing on the case. So while I'm on the topic here on the crown guards, these used to be in the previous watches, and they used to be a bit sharper here. So it's improved, not by much, but it is an improvement. So Heimdallr actually listened. So fair play to them. So like I said, you have at the 4 o'clock position, you have the unsigned screw down crown, so that pops out. And one of the things that I've noticed about this is in the previous the Heimdallr, the Rolex Homage, the Submariner Homage, that has a gasket here. So this one is 200 meters stated water resistance, but it doesn't have a gasket. And again, it's not the first one, the first watch that has that, but I was just wanted to point that out. Now, turning the watch around, we have the screw down case back that gives this watch a stated water resistance of 200 meters. You have on the back of it, you have the Sharky logo with Heimdallr engraving, and you have the writing is, it's a quote from a poem, and it says, "To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield, custom made." Now, after doing a bit of research, this is a quote from Ulysses by Alfred Tennyson. So you can also find this on the back of the, also from Heimdallr, the 6105 Homage, which is a nice touch. I actually wrote them and asked them what the story is with this, but they never got back to me. So again, don't know what happened there, but still, it's a nice touch and it's a nice quote. So the bezel on this is stainless steel with a ceramic insert and a lume pip at the 12 o'clock position. 120 clicks. Nice and smooth, very satisfactional, no backplay whatsoever. Very cool, and it turns easy enough, but also not too easy. And the 12 o'clock, the pip at the 12 o'clock almost aligns perfectly, almost, with the chapter ring. Again, somebody asked me in the comment section if it's done intentional. I think so. You know, I think it's a nice touch for them just to keep in true with the actual SKX. So having a look at the dial, it's very similar, pretty much identical to the actual SKX. You have the Sharky logo at the 12 o'clock position. At the 6 o'clock position, you have automatic divers, 200 meters, with the 200 meters in red. And at the 3 o'clock position, you have the day and date complication, because this watch features the Seiko NH36 movement. Now, the thing is, you have divers automatic at divers at the 6 o'clock position there, 200 meters. I don't know if it's ISO certified. I don't think so. I asked Heimdallr about this, and they said that they do test their watches at the facility, but they never mentioned anything about being ISO certified. Even still, I think it's good that you are getting 200 meters of water resistance for this much money. Again, just keeping it true with the actual SKX. I think if they would have done it, if they would have properly certified their watches to those depths, it would cost slightly more. Again, just wanted to keep the cost down, so it's a nice touch. And the lume on this is absolutely insane. I think it's C3 Super. I know it's C3 Super Luminova, and this thing just lasts. So I think after I take the watch out of this, out of these lights here, from the studio lights, this is going to last for the entire night. So again, it's a nice touch the entire night. It's actually 25 past 4, so that's actually what time it is right now, AM. Nevertheless, let's talk about the bracelet. So the bracelet is a 22 millimeter bracelet, so it's a 5-link Jubilee, solid end links, so it's kind of cool, and tapers down to 20 millimeters. And the clasp is a milled clasp, so butterfly clasp, double pushers with safety, and you have Heimdallr on the safety there. This one has a few marks. I have been wearing this a bit, so that's why he gets all the scratches. I had to do a proper testing, and as you can see, the finishing around here is not the best. It is milled, but again, and we're going to get to that in the later on in the complaints, if I can use them, or if I do like, or what I don't like about the watch. Now, it doesn't have a lot of micro adjustments, and it doesn't have a extension clasp, but again, it's just to keep in true with the actual Seiko SKX. So not a lot of micro here. It's okay for me, but because you can take, these things are not too big, the links on the Jubilee are not too big, it allows you to adjust it, so it's okay. And you have push pins that are quite easy to do. If you have one of those, if you buy watches off AliExpress, and if you have one of those small little machines, they're quite easy to do, or you can do them with a pin. They come out very, very easy. So I didn't have any problems sizing this for my wrist. So I didn't actually mention this. This watch is sized for my wrist, and it weighs 162 grams. So it's on the heavier side, but I didn't find it. It's quite balanced as well, so I didn't find it that difficult to wear. Now, the bracelet has polished on the small links in the middle, polished on the top as well. So the polishing is kind of different on the middle links, and it's sorry, it's my apologies. You have polished in the middle, you have brushed on the sides, and you have also polished here as well on the side of the bracelet. My apologies there. Again, it's quite comfortable, and it doesn't have a lot of flex, and it doesn't rattle that much. Let's take it off. Let's put it on the wrist, and I'll show you guys how it looks like. I don't have a big wrist. I have a 6.3 inch wrist, so it wears quite nicely. I will probably do a follow-up video where I actually put it on a few straps. There you go, just for you guys to have a look. So it doesn't stick out that much. It wears quite nicely. I don't have a big wrist, and I think I can pull it off with no problems. Yeah, there you go. The one thing that I would have loved, it was for that bracelet to taper down a bit more, let's say to 19 or 18, but probably would have been too much from 22 because it's a bigger watch. But yeah, it's again, no complaints. It's super comfortable, and it didn't flex that much since I've been wearing it, so it didn't lose a lot of tension. And again, very comfortable bracelet. Now let's talk about things that I do like and things that I don't like about the watch. So let's start with things that I like. Serious specs, considering the fact that you are getting what you're getting for 159 euros plus shipping taxes, which are around 20-30 euros. And you're getting sapphire crystal, you're getting ceramic bezel insert, you are getting a screw down case back, you're getting the solid end links, and this Jubilee, which is pretty comfortable for what it is. Again, the specs for that you're getting for that much money, and especially for the watch that it is, not going to complain there. Now, overall, I think it is a better version of the SKX. Now, granted, this wouldn't have existed if the SKX didn't exist, but all things considered, the SKX right now is expensive. It's super expensive, and you're not getting this watch. Now, what I will say is, the way I see it is, you're getting, like, the SKX is super easy to mod. So you can just buy a dial, change the dial, it will fit in this one, job done, and you go, oh, I bought a Seiko SKX, and that's it. People just say it's a Seiko SKX. And you can actually change the bezel, change the dial, you can literally change everything like the SKX. So it costs half the price, and you're getting a slightly better watch for not as much money. So again, another thing that I liked, and this is overall on Heimdallr as it is on the watch as well, but it is because it is noticeable on the watch, is the improvement in quality. So Heimdallr did actually listen to us when we said, listen, I don't know if it was to me or whoever listened, that the finishing on the case on the previous watch, I'm just saying because I bought quite a few, and I've from them 5 actually, and yeah, it's just like the finishing on the case is much better than the previous watch. Now, it did actually dig into my wrist a couple of times, but again, it's a noticeable improvement. So kudos to them for listening, and kudos to them for trying to develop a better watch. And I think, I think they're doing a great job. I think they're going in the right direction there. And now let's jump into things that I don't like about it. Now, ending on the fact that, ending the previous section with things that I like on the quality, I'm going to start with the quality on the bezel. So the thing is, when I was moving the watch around, I don't know if you can tell, but like I looked at this quite a few times during the day. So as you can see here underneath, that's not dirt, that's oil, just, from the bezel. So I had to clean this a couple of times with a toothpick. And as you can see underneath the bezel there's a gathering of oil or whatever lubricant was under the bezel. I don't know if it's a common issue or it happened just here, but I have another watch from them that is due for a review. And I'm just going to do a little bit of this. And I'm just going to take that back away, which had the same kind of problem. So this is due for a review very, very soon. So that's why I thought it was like, okay, something it's a common thing, but it isn't. So, right. Would have loved to see a bit more taper towards the clasp here. That's just nitpicking again. And another thing that I liked while I was talking, because I kind of drifted away from the bezel, is the fact that if you do this, I don't know, again, maybe it's just me nitpicking, but see the bezel. I don't know if you can see that. So the thing is, I thought, okay, maybe it's supposed to do that, but like it's not doing this on this side. So the way I see it, it's either should be doing it or it shouldn't be doing it at all. So it leads me to believe that the spring underneath is not okay, or is too big or too small, or is not fixed properly. Again, these are the kind of small little things that I would be looking at, but you know, overall for what you're getting, it's not a big deal, you know. And that's pretty much it. Maybe people have other things to complain about, you know, but again, for what you're getting on this watch and for what it stands for is absolutely incredible. And the way I see it, I don't, maybe people just have a go at me in the comment section for saying this, but which I please hope you do. I considered having the Seiko SKX on my wrist because the way I see it, I think that I bought a Seiko SKX that it was modded. Simple as. Now, again, look at the Mark from Long Island. Long Island watch from Long Island, Mark from Long Island. He did basically a better version of the on the Islander. He did a better version of the Seiko SKX, what people wanted, because he took such a popular watch that was already there and just made it slightly better. Same here. He's charging a bit more. Again, not my problem. I'm just staying out of this, but I'm just saying I'm using it as an example. Overall, for what you're getting and for what this watch stands for, I think it's unbelievable value for money, and I totally recommend it. And I have to say, like, I've enjoyed wearing this so much, and I hope you will too. And yeah, I'll leave links in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If I missed something or if I didn't mention in the video, please be sure to leave it in the comment section below. Stay tuned for the next watch that I'll have for a review. This thing, I never owned one of these. This was sent in to me by Heimdallr for a review. I can't wait to wear it, to get this and show it to you guys. Kind of this is a bit of a glimpse. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If I missed anything, be sure to comment, like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.